Hi guys, it has been a little while since I've done a classroom vlog of sorts and wanted to check in. I'm not sure if you can tell just from it looking dark outside and like the one window I have the screen open, but it is actually just a little bit after 7. I'm still at school, but the reason for that, and also why I feel like it's been a while, is this is actually the first day I'm staying after school, like quite a while, kind of like how I used to more often. I think I talked about in a previous video that I do have a roommate now and we do carpool to work. Well, I mean, Jake, my husband, was already my roommate, but we have a second bedroom in our apartment that we have rented out to this other person. And honestly, I know like for some people, you'd be like, well, you're married, like why do you have someone else living with you? But honestly, it has been like the most positive thing ever. I absolutely love carpooling. I knew I would, but it's been so awesome and leisurely to be able to have a leisurely breakfast in the car. I've been bringing oatmeal most days, and that was something I didn't take the time for before. It's so nice to be able to have someone to talk to about education. I really enjoy her, and I feel like I benefit a lot from talking to her, so that part's really cool. And obviously there's the financial piece to it, but then it also has forced me to be much more efficient after school, because there are many days before this time, because now this is our 3rd week of living together in carpooling. Before that, like I would stay pretty late most days, but now, especially since she works another job as well, we have much more strict hours in terms of we leave the building much sooner now, sometimes within 15 minutes of the end of the school day and right after our contract time. Sometimes we stay and we've worked out a little bit after school. So I feel like it's really helped me improve my efficiency. And so today, since I was working after school tutoring and she had to go to her other job, today was a day, the first time in these past couple weeks, where I just drove myself. And so I'm just having a nice relaxing night. I know me staying at school till 7 for some would not sound very relaxing, but it's been nice. I'm catching up on things, doing a lot of organization that I want to show you, and then also going through, I've had some YouTube videos on in the background, so it's been a very pleasant afternoon. I love the calm feeling when I guess there's no one here or very few people still here while I'm working. So let me show you one of the things that I was putting together. Alright guys, so this is just a standard crate I have here, and previously I was using it to store files from last year, materials when I taught at my past school, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and then Spanish, but I have found that I really didn't look at any of it so far this year. A lot of it's been new, and I also have digital files of the things I actually need, so I haven't really used it a whole lot. So I ended up moving that out of prime real estate and put it in one of my closets. And so what I did was actually go through these hanging folders and set up actual form titles for things that I need, for documents I had that were kind of collecting and leading to clutter. So I have bell ringer sheets, sign out sheets for the hallway, like to kids to leave the room, conduct cards, which are behavior management system in the class, roster charts if I need to like have something with all the kids' names on it and check something like that, old sign out sheets just to keep records of when people were out in case something happens and we need to go back through the records, blank detention forms, served detentions, any special education forms. I've put together these little to-do list cards. This is relatively recent, kind of to go along with the fact that I'm leaving school so early. I put this together. I do cut these up into smaller pieces, so it's a smaller thing, and I'll staple them together for like the days of the week. But this is just my blank template here just to show you. And so I had a to-do list that I was using beforehand, and the goal was to get all the tasks done before I left for work. But the truth is, it's not enough time to be able to get done everything, and especially for the days for the time of day I'm normally leaving. So I prioritized things that I have to do before I leave, go through, make sure I update the homework online document for what the homework is, sorting through the conduct cards and making any parent contact. I find that one of my struggles with parent contact has been if the planning time just kind of slips away and then I haven't made the call. It's not really, for at least phone calls, not really something to easily do at home. And so I'm trying to prioritize that first. I know I sometimes get a little bit nervous about calling parents or calling certain parents if I know that they're more resistant. And so I sometimes would put it off and then not do it. So I'm trying to get better at that. Prepping my board and the question of the day for the next day and any copies. I did leave a couple extra check boxes if there are specific things that come up. And then the night before, I mean, maybe I get these things done at school, but basically the bell ringer, planning materials, go through emails, prepping the homework for checking purposes the next day, enter grades. So these can be things that I've realized many days do have to just be at home now. But again, I am very happy with how things are going. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Seating chart forms, Chromebook charging tickets, homework passes. Gotchas are our PBIS initiative for positive behavior. Parent sign-in forms for different events we do. Kids report cards that I have to pass out and collect just for my 4th hour. A folder for PD workshops here just to keep those all in one place. I just created this folder today. Some of these I created last week, so I have to do more with that. Any miscellaneous docs that I don't know where I'd put them, but I still need to keep them. And past daily logs, I guess I should show you also, is something I just created. It is a daily classroom log. Basically, my goal with this form is just to monitor things better. Not that I'm trying to make my classroom like more of a police state, but it's just kind of like you realize at certain moments, or at least I did, you know, I can be a much more laid back person, and then you kind of realize that certain systems aren't being followed through on, or there are little things that are falling through the cracks that shouldn't be. And so I'm trying to monitor that better. And obviously I have more important things to do while I'm teaching than to kind of fill this out during the day. But in general, I've mostly been carrying this clipboard around with me or having it in easy reach. What's great, this was actually given to me as a gift from coaching track a couple years ago, but it's also nice because you can put things inside. I'm currently not using it for that, but you can put things inside, carry them around. And what I like about this is that I'm able to record everything, or mostly everything. There's still a few things that I forget, but this helps me keep better records. So, for example, I have a spot here when students are leaving the room. There have been students who have not been signing out when they leave the room. And, you know, I kind of assume, oh yeah, they're gonna follow the procedure, but then maybe they don't. And so then if something happens in the hallway and I need to send a list of kids who are out in the hall, if they're not on my list here, I might not remember that. Or I'm trying to limit the number of kids who are out at a time, so trying to limit it to one person. And, you know, when 4th hour gets here or something later where kids haven't really had much of a break and suddenly 10 of them need to go get a drink, then I don't remember who I told who, like in what order. So I'll monitor that on this sheet here so that I know who's the next one. I'm keeping track of absences here better, since I do also monitor these and keep the logs together. My conduct cards, those are like the warnings for detentions. Any miscellaneous notes, kids who borrow my computers or who need to borrow a computer charger or don't have a charging ticket. All the different things that you kind of have to report and collect data on during the day, I'm keeping track of here with these logs. So I've done it for I did it last week and then as well as this week, and so far it is helping. So I've been keeping track of this. I also then put any forms that I need like the next day can go on the clipboard, so it's all just one central location. Anyway, that being said, I mean, that's not all I've been doing. I've done some other organization, putting in more grades. I am doing grade printouts tomorrow just because we do have quite a few students who are actually failing due to missing assignments. And I don't think it's cases that kids don't understand. I think it's just that kids are not turning in work. Just some of them. Well, it's actually quite a bit. I think I have about 15 kids who are failing at least one of the classes, since I have them for social studies and Spanish. So I'm doing grade printouts tomorrow, and I'm also going to do a little incentive. Basically, if for any student who does not have any missing assignments as of this upcoming Monday, I am going to be giving them a homework pass, and also then having a few prizes. I might even get some Dunkin' Donuts gift cards or something, like for $5. There's a Dunkin' Donuts pretty much next door to the school. I don't really go there, but I know that it's like the thing. Well, I don't know if it's the thing, but I know it's something that many of them are often there, I guess. So I'm gonna put something together just to, number one, reward the kids who are always consistent and always do their work. Number two, if they're not motivated by the grade, sometimes maybe prizes could motivate students to getting work in, and I think if I have this incentive, it's gonna help with that. I do have to also contact more parents about low grades. I haven't done that a lot yet, so that is also on my radar. But that's, I think, what's gonna help with missing assignments. Maybe I'll even do like a missing assignment counter between the classes. There's quite a few in some. So that being said, those are kind of my plans, but yeah, it's been a really relaxing evening. It's at this point about 7:50, so I know that's really late. I've technically been at the school for over 12 hours now, so I should probably go home. But I hope you guys are doing well. I know a lot of teachers are doing Vlogmas type videos this month, or not even just teacher YouTubers, but it's very common. I did genuinely think about it, and I would enjoy that, but I also know that it's like there's so much going on already. I don't have time to even watch like Vlogmas videos for anyone else. So I maybe will do more of a daily thing later on in the spring, but in the meantime, this is what we're doing. So yeah, that's me getting organized, my new file setup. I'm very excited about, and it was really easy to put together. It was just, I needed to take the time to do that, and the hanging folders for me seem to be working really well. I do really enjoy making these vlogs, and if you enjoy them too, feel free to subscribe to the channel right here or check out past videos on this side. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.